Imagine if everyone in your neighborhood decided to follow only the rules they liked. One person is blasting music while their neighbor tries to rest. Another is kicking a shared fence just for fun. Someone else drops their rubbish right on the pavement, and no one stops to help the person struggling with those heavy bags. It's noisy, it's messy, and it's frustrating. If everyone only did exactly what they felt like, would anyone actually be able to live here peacefully? Think about it. The person who wants to sleep has a right to be quiet, but that right disappears when someone else decides to be loud. We quickly see that if we want our own rights to be respected, we have to respect the people around us too. And that is where our responsibilities come in. When we talk about a duty, we're talking about those things people expect us to do to keep things running smoothly. It's about being a responsible person, someone who stops to think, how will what I'm doing right now affect everyone else? Meet Ria. She's 9, and she's waiting at the edge of the road for the little green man to appear. She isn't just following a rule, she's looking out for the drivers and other people crossing too. By waiting her turn, Ria is fulfilling a duty. She is making a small, thoughtful choice that keeps her whole community safe. Just like there are rules for the road, there is a special book that holds the most important rules for all of India. It's called the Constitution. It's the ultimate rulebook that ensures everyone in our country is treated fairly, and every citizen has a duty to respect what it stands for. When we follow those rules, we create harmony. You can see it here in the park. Children from all different backgrounds, speaking different languages, yet all playing the same game together. Harmony is that feeling of a community working well together, even when everyone is different. Even when friends disagree, like these two arguing over who goes first, they don't resort to shouting or pushing. They take a breath and talk it out until they find a solution that works for both of them. Choosing to solve a problem with words instead of anger is how a citizen keeps the peace. It shows respect for other people, no matter how different their ideas might be. On a school trip to an ancient fort, Ria spots a boy reaching for a sharp stone to scratch his name into the wall. She stops him because she knows this building is part of our heritage. It's a piece of our history that belongs to everyone. Ria knows that every single thing we do has a result. Because she chose to stop him, the monument stays beautiful. Now, children who visit 50 years from today will see the fort exactly as it was meant to be. We can see this same pattern in our environment. If we choose to drop a plastic bottle, the park becomes a mess. But if we choose to pick it up, we're doing our part to keep the air, the water, and the ground healthy for every living thing. It's the same with public property. Think of a seat on a bus. It doesn't belong to just you. It belongs to the thousands of people who need it to get to work or school. When we treat it with care, we are looking out for all of them. Caring for our history, our parks, and our buses shows that we understand our duties. We're acting responsibly because we know our actions affect the world we all share. When we treat shared spaces with respect, we aren't just following rules. We're showing that we value our community and our country. India is like a massive puzzle. Even though the pieces look different, some are mountains, some are cities, some speak different languages, they all lock together to stay strong and whole. This is what we call unity. It's the strength we have when we stay connected as one country. While unity is about the whole country, it starts right where you live. How can you make things better for the people living in the house or flat right next to yours? It starts by being a good neighbor. This isn't a job you apply for. It's just about being considerate, helpful, and friendly to the people who share your street. Look at Ria. She welcomes a new family with a smile. She keeps her music low when she knows her neighbor is resting. And when she sees something that looks dangerous, like a loose wire, she finds a trusted adult to help, keeping everyone safe. These small acts create a sense of belongingness. It's that great feeling of knowing you are part of a neighborhood where people actually care about each other. Over time, these steps connect. We start to understand how our community works. We learn about our rights. We develop a sense of how our actions affect others. And finally, we choose to act responsibly. This is what it looks like to be a good citizen. It's someone who doesn't just know the rules, but chooses to make life a little bit better for everyone else every single day. Every responsible choice is like a pebble dropped in a pond. When Raya helps a neighbor carry a heavy bag, that neighbor feels supported. Because that neighbor feels good, they might decide to help someone else. The ripple spreads from one person to the next until the whole city feels more connected and peaceful. Being a good citizen isn't about doing one giant thing. It's about the small, thoughtful choices you make every day. What is one small, responsible thing you could do in your neighborhood before the sun goes down today?